So we hear from a lot of people that will say, I really can't consume dietary fat. Like if I have some kind of fatty meal, I really feel lousy. I either feel really nauseous, like I'm gonna throw up, or maybe I'm really bloated, or I have no energy, or maybe I even get like skin or some kind of acne breakout kind of situation when I consume too many fats. And this is all a really strong sign that there's digestive malfunctions and that you don't have the ability to emulsify or break down those dietary fats correctly. So the way the body does this is by using bile. Bile is this soapy substance that's made by the liver, and then it comes down and it's stored and concentrated in the bile, and then when our food leaves the stomach, that should trigger the gallbladder to squirt that bile down, and the bile comes down and it helps us really break those fats down so that they're in a state that the body can use them. If dietary fats are not digested or broken down correctly, then they can't be used by the body, and they also become this burden. So instead of nourishing your body with these fats that the body really does need to function correctly, instead of nourishing the body, we're just burdening the body and giving it trouble that it has to figure out how to deal with. So when there's all these undigested fats in the system, a person can really feel lousy. Maybe they might even have like diarrhea when they consume too many fats. There's a lot of symptoms that can come up when they consume too many fats that they can't break down. So in some cases, maybe a person has lost their gallbladder, so they don't have this bolus of bile coming down. Maybe bile is coming down all the time, and so that helps them process their food, and someone could have lost their gallbladder and they'll do okay with fats. But for a lot of people, they won't be able to process those fats correctly after the gallbladder is removed. Some of them do well if they supplement with ox bile, which is like a supplemental form of this bile. But it's very important to do that away from food. You don't want to take that with food. We have videos that talk about that a lot. But if somebody still has their gallbladder, they really want to take steps to thin that bile so that it will flow naturally. They don't want to be supplementing with bile if they still have a gallbladder. They want to improve their body's natural function so that the bile can flow the way that it's supposed to. But once they can get bile moving and helping that digestive process, then consuming dietary fats is not going to give them any trouble. They could probably even do like a keto diet where it's a high-fat diet and they would thrive at that point. So if you want to understand these things a little bit more, you can click on the link on the screen or in the description of this short for our full video on steps to take if you can't tolerate fatty foods.